Hello class 7. Hope all of you are at home and doing well. I am your physics teacher Shulagna ma'am. Today our topic is numericals on force and pressure. Okay class 7. So your first numerical question is, a boy goes to a shop which is 3 km away, buy things and comes back. What is the distance and the displacement in kilometer and meter? Now the answer is, total distance covered is 3 plus 3 kilometer. Why 3 plus 3? Because he is going 3 kilometer first to the shop and then again he comes back to his returning position. So since he is going from point A to point B and is again coming back from B to A, so we are taking the distance as 3 kilometer and again 3 kilometer. To convert it into meter, we are just multiplying it by 1000 and you get your answer as 6000 meter. Next, come to the displacement. We know displacement means final position minus initial position. Now here, since the boy is returning back to his initial position after going from A to B, he comes back to point A. So his displacement ultimately is 0. That is 3 minus 3 equals to 0 kilometer equals to 0 meter. See, we have written the reason also, since the boy comes back to his initial position after his journey. So the shortest distance covered equals to 0. In question number 2, we are having a whale swims due east for a distance of 5 km, turns around and goes due west for 1.8 km, and finally turns around again and heads 1.2 km due east. What is the distance and displacement of the whale? Let us take the starting position of the whale as A. It goes 5 km due east to point B. Then from B, it goes 1.8 km west to point C. And then at the end, it goes 1.2 km east again to point D. See, I have drawn this and as well as mentioned the directions. So distance covered will be the summation of all these kilometers. So distance covered from A to B is 5 km, distance covered from B to C is 1.8 km, and distance covered from C to D is 1.2 km. Therefore, the total distance covered will be 5 plus 1.8 plus 1.2 km, which is equals to 8 km. Now let us come to the third numerical. A car travels 40 km in the first, 45 km in the second, and 35 km in the third hour. Calculate the average speed of the vehicle in km per hour and meter per second. Now our answer goes as follows. The total distance travelled by the car equals to 40 km plus 45 km plus 35 km, which is equals to 120 km. Total time taken equals to 1 plus 1 plus 1 hour. First hour, second hour, third hour means each 1 hour we are summing up. Now average speed equals to total distance travelled by total time taken. So we have found out the total distance travelled already and also the total time taken. So if we divide, we are going to have the value in kilometer per hour, which is coming out as 40 kilometer per hour. Now if you want to change kilometer per hour to meter per second, you will have to multiply it by 5 by 18. So if we calculate, we are going to get 2 9s are 2 20s are, which is equals to 100 by 9 meter per second, approximately equals to 11.11 meter per second. This is a recurring decimal and which is going to continue. I am taking up to 2 decimal places. Average speed in kilometer per hour therefore is equals to 40 kilometer per hour, and average speed in meter per second is approximately equals to 11.11 meter per second. In our question number 5, we are having, if a girl runs around a circular track of length 400 meter and comes back to the initial point in 40 seconds, what would be her speed and velocity? So let us draw a diagram of the circular track. The girl is starting from point A and is returning back to our initial position, which is again point A. We have taken it as B, so which means A and B are same. So the distance covered by the girl is equals to 400 meter as it is given in the question. Now time taken equals to 40 seconds. The girl takes 40 seconds to run around this circular track. Therefore, speed of the girl equals to distance divided by time, which is equals to 400 by 40 meter per second, and you are going to get the answer as 10 meter per second. Again, we know velocity equals to displacement by time. Now here displacement, you have the formula final position minus initial position. Again, since the path is circular, the final position and the initial position both are equal. See, point A and point B both are same. So the displacement is equals to 0 meter. Velocity therefore will be equals to 0 by 40 meter per second equals to 0 meter per second. So your answer stands as speed equals to 10 meter per second and velocity equals to 0 meter per second. So children, we have come to the end of our today's lesson. Make sure to complete all the sums that are shown in this video in your classwork copy. Along with the video, your worksheets are also given. You have to complete the homework, the answers of which will be given in your next video. See you in our next class. Thank you.